We're back. Radio Faces, Main Street Studios. He's Indy Kalu. I'm John McClain. Now, make the call where we make predictions in the Cowboys, AFC South, and, of course, the Texans. Cowboys play the first of 2 games against your former team, the Eagles. What do you think?
You know what? The Cowboys, they're relishing in that spoiler role. They love spoiling people's seasons. John Kitna is playing some very good ball. There should be a quarterback controversy next year, but I think they will just go with Romo. I really think the Cowboys are going to go in there and shock the Eagles. The Texans had a chance to beat the Eagles. You saw some holes in their games on the Eagles side of the ball. I think the Cowboys go and they win 24-17 because Kitna's going to have another good game.
All right, let me ask you right quick. If Romo's healthy, 100% for the last 2 games, do you play Kitna or do you play Romo?
No, you stick with the momentum. You stick with the chemistry. For whatever reason, guys are rallying behind John Kitna. You stick with Kitna, and in the offseason, you have an open competition for the starting quarterback.
I agree. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game 27-24 on a field goal. Now, we've got another nationally televised game. The Colts are playing at the Titans on Thursday night. 2 teams really struggling from the AFC South. What do you think?
First of all, 2 teams, you're right, they're struggling. I think Titans, they're just out of it. Earlier in the show, I talked about 2 teams that I feel they've given up, and it's noticeable when you watch them on TV. Titans were one of that team. Colts, they're sinking, but anytime you have Peyton Manning and Reggie Wayne out there, you know you have a chance to win. The Colts are still fighting for something. They want to get back to be atop the division. The Titans just want this season to be over. I see the Colts going to Tennessee and winning a close one because their offense hasn't been clicking, 21-14.
You're probably right, but I see Peyton Manning throwing 4 interceptions, and Jeff Fisher, after you said they quit, getting his team all fired up. Kerry Collins is back. Had that bad game because he wasn't 100%. I think he'll throw the ball on the Colts. I think they'll win that one like 30-28. Now, Jacksonville is leading this division by 1 game. Jaguars are hosting the Oakland Raiders. Raiders coming off that big victory. Shocked everybody to beat San Diego. Can they do it in Jacksonville?
You know what, they can. Will they? I don't know. Jacksonville, they're playing for something. And again, Oakland, they're playing. Oh, Oakland actually has a chance to get in the playoffs, and they have the talent. You know, you've always talked about Oakland. They have speed, they have talent, but for whatever reason, for the past decade, they couldn't just put it together. I do think they have a better team on paper than Jacksonville Jaguars, but right now, the Jaguars, they're holding on to that #1 spot, and I don't think they're going to let it go. I think it's going to be a very close, entertaining game, but Jacksonville's going to prevail 28-21.
I'm going to say Jacksonville 24-20 as Jack Del Rio moves 1 step closer to being your coach of the year. I'm never
Why is
let
that so funny? I
said
if he wins, he should be. If he wins out, he should definitely be nominated for
I
Coach
just
of the
think
Year.
because the division is so bad. Now we got our last one. The Texans, of course, hosting Baltimore Monday Night Football, national television. What do you think?
Yeah, I hate to say it, but coming off a loss, I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to come to Houston angry, and on Monday Night Football, that's where they want to shine and show everybody that they shouldn't have lost to Pittsburgh. Even though they did lose and they should have lost since they lost, they want to show everybody they're still a dominant team. And when you're talking about Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Haloti Ngata coming in, Ed Reed coming into your stadium angry, I think it's going to be a long day for the Houston Texans. I take Baltimore 17, the Houston Texans 14.
You think the Texans defense is going to limit the Ravens to that few points?
They scored 10 points last week. I know they were playing the great Pittsburgh defense, but, you know, they can be stopped. Their offense.
Oh, you're right. If they do, if they limit them to 17 points, they're going to win a game. I'm going to say the Texans are going to limit them to 41, and it's going to be 41-17.
They're going to limit them to 41 points?
Yeah, it could be worse. Isn't that what they scored? Something like that here 2 years ago. So I'm going to say the Texans are going to get blown out in this game on national TV, and I hope that I'm wrong. Now, he's Indy Kalu from Sports Radio 610.
And he's John McClain from Chron.com and the Houston Chronicle.
Be sure and come back to see us next week. We're going to have another great show. Then we're going to have a Christmas show for you. It's going to be quite interesting.
What'd you get me?
I got you a bunch of things. It's going to be a surprise. Thank you very much. See us next week.